Hey guys, welcome back to the second part of the harmonium introduction. In this video, we will learn about its design features and its parts. Get excited! If you guys have missed the first part, then you can catch up with the video by clicking the link in the description. Let's have a small recap from the first video. In the previous video, we have already learned that harmonium is defined as a small kind of reed organ and used for a variety of reasons. It was first invented in 1780 in Europe by Christian Gottlieb Kratzenstein, a professor of physiology at Copenhagen. Later, in 1842 and 1875, two new versions of harmonium were invented by Alexander Deben from Paris and Dwarkanath Ghosh from India, which were the foot-pumped harmonium and the hand-pumped harmonium. We have also learned in its construction that the quality of the wood used in constructing also affects the resulting sound. Most used wood for constructing is teak or mahogany, which give them a very resonant sound. In the previous video, we have noted that the amazing sound created by the harmonium is made possible by the different parts of harmonium. In today's video, let's see how strong is the relation to one another. But before we get started, if you are new to this channel, then go hit the subscribe button and push the bell icon so that you will be notified when we upload a new exciting video. Let's get started. At first, we will talk about its design and features. The design is very similar to bagpipers. It allows the harmonium to create a sound that is continuously sustained. In a two-reed harmonium, a second set of reeds can also be activated by a stop. That means each key pressed will play both of them. Three-reed harmoniums are used professionally. They can be tuned an octave higher or in unison to the middle reed to make the sound seem more fuller. Some harmoniums also feature an octave coupler. This opens a valve for a note to be played an octave above or below the note played. Another interesting feature that some harmoniums have a mechanism that allows a musician to change the scale the note is being played in. Well, that's the design and its features. Now let's see the parts of harmonium. A harmonium has a number of different parts that are dependent on each other to create the desired sound. Let's look closer at these now. Number 1. Body. The box where all the parts are built into is known as the body. There are two styles, one in a fixed position and one that collapses. Collapsible harmoniums pack easier into a case because they collapse, taking up less space. These comes in various styles depending on what your needs are and the price you want to spend. Number 2. Bellows. These are the pumps. Depending upon the type of harmonium, there will be a side pump bellow or a top pump bellow. These are also called an internal or external bellow. The location is dependent on the hinge being used. External bellows are the most common. They are pumped by hand. When pumping the external bellow, it forces air into the internal bellow where it is held. Once the internal bellow pushes against the spring, the air is forced over the reeds. The external bellows can have 1, 3, 5 or 7 folds. Some people say that 7 folds allows greater control of the instruments, but we believe that learning proper pumping technique is much more important than the number of folds in your bellows. Number 3. The keys. The musician plays this similar to a piano or accordion. There are white keys and black keys. Unlike a piano with 88 keyboards, a harmonium has a different number of keys depending upon the style being built. A piano has 7 octaves, whereas a harmonium has only 3. There are two different styles of keyboards in a harmonium. A. Horizontal pivot pin style. B. Vertical pivot pin style. Horizontal pivot pin style keyboards were more common in an older style and scale changer harmoniums. Vertical pivot pin styles are more common in portable harmoniums today. The pins move in a vertical motion when pressed by fingers. This allows the reeds to vibrate as two holes are uncovered when the key is played. Now, for bonus, here are two unique facts about the keys. At first, the action adjustment screws. Unlike a piano, you can make adjustments to how the keys play depending on how you want them to feel. Number 2, the key bounce. Over time, keys will naturally stick, leaving them with a continuous sound. To adjust the key bounce, you have to adjust the spring. When you play a key and press the bellow, it should release quickly and the note should stop. If not, an adjustable is needed, and this is when you may need a professional. Number 4, cover. This is a piece of wood that covers the actual components of the harmonium. Some come protected with glass or cloth. Covers are expensive to replace. The cover is important as it serves two purposes. Number A, protect the harmonium from damage, and number B, muting the sound. Some harmoniums have a panel that slides, so you can mute a higher frequency and allow a lower frequency through. Number 5, main stops. On the front of the harmonium is usually a series of larger knobs that allows the air into the respective air chambers. These allow you to play one or all the sets of reeds and control the amount of air to each set of reeds. Number 6, bronze stops. These are most common on Indian harmoniums. They stop airflow over reeds that are not keyed. They are called drone stops because they drone their pitch. Drones can be set for any pitch. You can set them most commonly on A sharp, C sharp, B sharp, F sharp, and G sharp. Number 7, handles. Harmoniums are easy to carry around thanks to handles. A box style harmonium has 2 handles and a suitcase style harmonium has 1. Number 8, reeds. These are also referred to as metal tongues. Harmonium come with 1, 2, 3 or 4 bank of reeds. These come with a different sound referred to as male, female, bass and tenor. Each key must have at least 1 reed, while it is more common to see sets of 2 or 3. Reeds are made of brass and set into a brass base. They vibrate as air passes over them, producing a sound. Number 9, coupler. Some harmoniums have a coupler, a device that connects one key with its higher or lower corresponding key. When the coupler is engaged, it will play 2 octaves of the same note at the same time. This has advantages and disadvantages. The advantage is that it can make the harmonium that has a lesser number of reed banks sound like it has more, usually giving a richer sound. The disadvantage is that you'll need to pump more air into the instrument to maintain the sound, so you'll work harder pumping. Number 10, scale changers. Some harmoniums have what they call a key changer or a scale changer. This is a complex mechanism that allows you to shift the keyboard to the left or the right. This is a feature that many harmonium players will never use in the initial stage. It is only helpful if you have learned a chant or a song in one key and you need to play it in different one and don't know how, or don't have time to learn to play it in another key. Scale changer makes a harmonium much more delicate for shipping or transporting on an airplane, so you probably don't want one if you plan on traveling with it or shipping it often. A scale changer adds to the price of a harmonium, and it is important to consider whether you would even use it. It is interesting in a scale changer harmonium that the keyboard can be moved right or left 3 keys by lifting a lever on the front. A performer will still play in the key of C, but the sound can be transposed into A, B flat, B or C sharp, D or E flat. Number 11, reed board. This is basically a piece of wood with holes. Long holes are cut into the board and covered with brass reeds. The reeds are arranged normally in a single, double or triple bank. A double bank is known as the double reed harmonium. A triple bank is called a triple reed harmonium and is more expensive. It is considered to be the top harmonium. The board is set in a perpendicular baffle, but it can be flat. Number 12, octaves. Harmoniums are made with differing sized keyboards, which means that the harmonium of octave varies from model to model. There can be anywhere from 2.5 to 3.5 or even more octaves can covered on a model. The models with shorter keyboards with 2.5 octaves provide plenty of notes for common use. More is not necessarily better because most harmonium players will never use all of the keys on a 3.5 octave model. Most models have about 3 to 3.25 octaves. Well, that much for today. We hope that you have liked the video and don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your family and friends. Tune in with us in the next video with a detailed explanation of how it produces the sound and its varieties. To be notified when we upload the next video, go hit the subscribe button and push the bell icon. You can follow us over Facebook and Instagram also. Links are in the description. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video.